So where would you like to do it here? Does it matter?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Why do you do what you do?
Why do I do what I do? So, like, why do I teach is essentially the question. Okay. I teach because I have a passion for the social studies. So, I've been a big government history nerd for as long as I can remember, and I also like have a really big passion for like helping other people reach their goals. So like I like seeing students succeed. I like it whenever they have the aha moment in their education experience and they find something snaps and they get it, and or they see the relevance in what they're learning about. Those kind of things really drive what I do.
Well, the answer is why did you go into teaching? What did you do before teaching?
So I've always taught. I was just a student, kind of like you guys. I went through high school and I thought I was actually going to go into med school. And once I got to college and everything, took some anatomy classes and stuff like that. I was like, this isn't as fun as like digging into old history books and learning about this stuff. And so I made a change in my major, and I changed it to teaching, and I've been teaching ever since.
Being the race car.
Oh, that wasn't a career. That was a hobby.
That was
That was a hobby. Yeah, I do. I mean, as far as hobbies go, I mean, I do like I like outdoor recreation. I love basketball. I like reading, watching movies, stuff like that. But that was a very fun hobby.
What movies?
Ooh. So, my favorite movie of all time, it's going to sound old. You may not have even seen it. It's called The Shawshank Redemption.
I've heard of
It's
it.
really good. It's got Morgan Freeman in it, and it's this movie about people like finding themselves like in a prison setting and stuff. It's really, really cinematic.
What is your favorite part of teaching?
My favorite part of teaching? I would say my favorite part of teaching is like, I kind of already said it in a weird way. I was like, I love the moment that students understand like the relevance of what we're talking about, specifically in like government. So like in foundations, so often we talk about things that are going on around the world. And for example, we're covering Unit 3, which is the executive branch right now, while the presidential election was going on.
That sounds pretty cool.
So extremely relevant to what's going on in the world. And so we're like breaking down the map of the Electoral College, teaching them about it, and it's happening that following Tuesday while we're out for school. And so I love teaching students about the relevance of the world around them because it prepares them for the real world.
No, this isn't being going to be shared. What's your least favorite part of teaching?
My least favorite part of teaching? I would say the immaturity of students. And I say that kindly because I understand that high school comes with that.
Our class is terrible.
That's last year.
Okay, and you were in a really rough class first period last year, and rough period this year. There's some big personalities in the classroom that can sometimes disrupt the learning environment, and it makes it hard for us to learn. And I'd say that's the more frustrating parts of teaching, because at the end of the day, I try to do what I can to make sure that those things don't happen, but they do anyway, just because that's the world we live in.
Doesn't add to that. Did someone take your hall pass?
Yes, and I had to make my own. So I had to improvise and make a fake one because someone took it.
I haven't
and
seen
got
that
it.
yet this
Yeah.
year.
What, people taking all passes? Well, I'm the first one then.
What are your goals for the future?
Ooh, okay. Goals for the future. I want to teach for a little while longer. I want to make sure that I spend my time enjoying teaching and being the best social studies teacher that I can be. But I would like to eventually go into administration. I'd like to really become like a principal one day. That would be really neat.
Principal Richards.
Last year.
I shadowed a day last year, and then I assumed assistant principal role for like half a day last year.
How was that?
It was fun. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I'm actually going to start this upcoming summer. I'm going to start grad school again, and I'm going to go and get another master's degree for education administration. So I'll be prepared to do it in the future whenever that time comes.
How was your strategy of teaching changed from last year?
Every year it changes. So I'm on year 3, third year teaching, and I almost feel sorry for the students that I had my first year teaching that I had. I had you last year, but I feel almost bad for like the very first year because there was so much that like I didn't know, and oh my gosh, what I'm gonna do. I feel like each and every year, like I'm making certain changes to become a better teacher. Like, I remember the beginning of this school year, everybody's like, oh my gosh, Richard's got strict, like everything. Well, times have changed.
How's the chess club?
Chess club is fun. I do feel like whenever I open it up to people, there is quite a few people that come into chess club and it's like, oh, well, I can just goof off and whatever. I wish it was a little more serious than that at times, but overall, there's still like, I'd say roughly 10 or so people that really do sit down and have a chess match and really do get into it. The rest of them just kind of goof off, have some downtime, stuff like that. But I enjoy sponsoring the chess club though. Like, I've only lost once too. I've only lost to one student. It was Riker. You know, I don't know his last name. He's really good though. He's a really good player. I mean, he's the only student that I've lost to. I've beaten everybody else.
Big fan of chess.
Hmm?
How long have you been playing chess?
I actually started playing chess in middle school, and I was the president of my middle school chess club.
So it's like a full circle.
Oh yeah. There wasn't a chess club in my high school, and I was always like, oh wow, I would have really like enjoyed doing that, and so whenever the opportunity presented itself to start a chess club here and do it during jazz time and everything, I was like, this is perfect. It's great.
Would you play Dress to Impress with Jacob Hernandez and Anthony Gaines?
So Dress to Impress, explain this to me.
On Roblox, Dress to Impress.
It's a range of
Dress to
tasks.
Impress is a Roblox game where you dress up, like you put on costumes to match the theme. Like, it'll be a pirate, you gotta find an eye patch and like pirate clothes, and then you go on a stage and there's 3 people and they rate your outfit and how it is, and then at the end, if you're like one of the top 3, you're on a pedestal with other people, and that's Dress to Impress.
It's very popular for some reason.
So you're saying, would I play that with
Yeah,
Jacob?
Riddle said he would if I sent him the
they've
link.
asked all the admin. They've asked Riddle, they've asked all the...
It's all been with Jacob Hernandez?
He's the one that started it.
Really?
I asked Riddle. Riddle said he would. Hobbolt. Riddle said his thumbs don't work a lot well, so like it's a little bit harder for him to play. But he said just send him a link and he'll play. Hobbolt.
Oh, okay. So I thought you meant you were bringing this game to real life.
No, I'm not dressing up.
I would attempt to, but I can't promise you that I'll be any good.
You play any Roblox?
I don't.
You gotta get that.
You know, I'm pretty vanilla whenever it comes to my gaming taste, but anyway.
You have to make an account.
I have to make Roblox account. My brother-in-law plays it. He says he really likes it.
Yeah, you gotta get
it. PlayStation.
Can you? Is it free?
Yeah, free on all platforms.
Maybe I'll try it out over the
I
weekend.
can give you Jacob's username.
Oh no, though I definitely won't do that. If I gave out my username, you know how many students would.
All the time. I'd imagine.
I feel like Jacob wouldn't say anything. It'd just be him and Richard's playing Dress to Impress by themselves.
Do y'all play with Jacob a lot on
I
Roblox?
don't actually.
I play Roblox with him sometimes.
He plays a lot of solo player games. Like
Really?
Elden Ring.
Okay, I haven't played that before.
I know.
So he play like a lot of like God of War, like Assassin's Creed.
I've only seen him play Elden Ring. And maybe a little bit of Skyrim.
Skyrim's fun. I love Skyrim.
He doesn't really play unless you ask him to play, though.
You guys might not be big Harry Potter fans, but Hogwarts Legacy is a really good single player game. Like they did it very well. The detail in the game is incredible.
Richard, you got tape?
Yeah, I got tape. What kind of tape you do? So what is this? What is this for? Is this gonna be?
We might put it in like highlight for social media. Not the video, but we're gonna write a paper after this.
Oh, cool. Cool. Well, sweet. Is there anything? What's he taping? Is your finger broke?
I jammed it in
Both of them.
weightlifting.
He
Oh.
pulled the bar back.
I didn't know his fingers was in between the bar and the cage, and I pulled it back and it jammed his finger.
Oh no. Yeah.
I dropped a 25-pound plate on my foot for years.
Yeah, he pulled a 45 barbell on my fingers.
Are you for real?
It wasn't a barbell, it was a bar.
That bar, yeah. God.
Y'all gotta be careful. Weightlifting's no joke.
We've seen some monster kids in there.
Have you?
Jeremiah,
He bent.
the bar.
Was it
He has
two
his.
bars?
Yeah, he bent two. He calls
Bent two?
bent him
Those are 45
by
pounds. Steel
squatting
bars.
over 400 pounds.
So there's some complete units in there. Wow. Or are you guys having a good time with them?
I love it. It's fun.
Until he adds like 20 different rules.
How many different rules?
Mr. Post.
Yeah, he adds rules like every time with the Ukrainians. He says dobre, then he takes away like the music. At first, we could listen to music and have our phones out, but then people just stretched and listened to music and didn't work out. So now we gotta do that in silence.
Is that
Well,
your movie collection?
Is that my what?
Yeah, sorry, is that your movie collection?
Yes, I have a big. Listen, I'm a big cinematic. Like,
You should see my dad's movie collection.
Really?
I have a shelf that's about as tall as this roof, just filled with.
no kidding. That's about how it is in my home. Like, so before streaming services, like we just had DVDs, and so I remember in my room I had a mountain of DVDs in my room, and I loved like just collecting movies, watching them all the time. And on road trips, we had this portable DVD player that we would put the disc in and watch stuff on. It's incredible. But yeah. I hope I've given you something interesting to talk about.
This is very interesting.
I can tell by
Is that all?
the excitement in your voice, Kasai.
I have a question of my own.
Oh, okay.
Who would you say was your best student from last year?
Ooh, I don't usually say that.
Not favorite, just
Don't-
like best. Like
Best
who did
student?
the well? Yeah.
I will say it like this. I had all foundations classes last year, and I gave out 2 foundation student of the year awards, and one of them is in this room. I'll say that.
That's still over my
I
head.
seen it at his house.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's a big deal. Not everybody gets one of those.
I got myself a desk on it, but I'm moving in there.
Oh, that'd be nice. Or if like you ever get like an office one day or something like that,
I'm
put in
definitely
there.
putting that American flag. That's my favorite color.
Yes. And so I'm glad that you enjoyed it. I believe yours came at the discretion of Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell formerly, which I'm sure that you've.
That's fantastic.
I remember you, Jacob, and
No.
Noah. Paul thought it was funny that we called him the Turtle Man.
The turtle, because he looks like the turtle from Over the Hedge.
He does. He does. What's his name?
I can't remember.
I want to say Bert, but it's not Bert.
It might be Bert.
I'm definitely thinking about Bert the Turtle, the, what do we call it? The Cold War turtle. Have you guys covered? You haven't covered that yet in U.S. history. You'll cover it in U.S. history. It'll be fun. I wish I had you for U.S. history.
I'm an AP. Could you do an AP class in the middle of the year?
No, probably not.
I wish my class was peaceful.
I'm so sorry. Listen, fourth period is a lot. there's, like I said, a lot of big personalities in there that like to have their voices heard. And so it leaves for a lot less time for learning.
That's a nice way to put it.
That is the nicest way I can put it, because
Does she leave early? Or does she go to another classroom, Miss Terry?
Miss Terry, I mean, she goes to a different classroom. Like, she's always in one of the social studies classrooms.
So is this your planning period?
Mm-hmm. It kind of, I mean, 6-period planning it makes for a long day.
You switch from 2nd to 6th?
Yeah, we rotate every year. So, I guess it's just that random. Science always gets first, I think. And then the rest kind of shuffle around. So next year I could have like 4th. Is there any other questions that...
You'd like to ask Kasaya?
Yeah. He has a very philosophical...
Thinking.
That's what I've been told.
Yeah.
I do this when I'm playing poker. We played poker last year.
Yes. Yeah.
If you had to choose one, which one of these big personalities is your favorite?
Big personality favorite. It would be between Logan Plummer and Caleb Lowe. Those two are interesting big personalities. But here's the crazy thing too. Like we get along. It's not like we butt heads or anything like that. It's just they get overly excited about something that's not related to social studies.
Is Caleb the one that sits right there?
Yes. Yeah.
All he says is baby. All class.
All the time. All the time.
He'd be like, baby, calm down. He'd be like, it's a free day.
He was in our first period last year, wasn't he? I think he was.
Oh yeah, I know.
Him, Landon Rainey, Landon Fry.
That's when my brother's best friend's boyfriend.
Brother's best friend's boyfriend.
The girl on the bus.
Is it? Landon Rainey is?
No, Caleb.
Oh, okay. I saw him holding hands with somebody in the hallway earlier today.
That would be her.
But I don't know who she is. I haven't seen her before. I like your tattoo, by the way.
Thank you. Do you know what it is?
It's I'm assuming that's the north, south, east, west, like.
Specifically from NATO. It's the NATO compass.
I like it. Why NATO? Why'd you pick NATO?
I love geography. I wish there was a geography class.
I feel like we should have that as an elective. I would be open to teaching
I
that.
would love that. I was planning to take the weightlifting and yearbook next year, but I would gladly take yearbook out for geography.
So if I was teaching geography next year, would you take it?
I would take it.
Okay, all right. I might look into that.
Would you take it? I'll have to carry you throughout the class.
Krasniewski's teaching military history this year. I'm surprised you didn't take that. It's an elective. It's like an added bonus.
I'm already dealing with AP. I don't think I'm going to take AP next year.
Why is it? Is it just difficult? Really? You get to cover so much more history.
I know, but I don't really want to go to college.
Oh well. I would say that if you did want to go to college, you would do just fine
Yeah.
if you wanted to. But depending on what you want to do, what do you want to do?
I want to stay at Walmart.
Really?
Yeah, I work there. I want to stay. What's so funny? I want to be a store man.
Because that's all you talk about.
They call me a walking Walmart advertisement.
That's all he says. I'll be like, Kasaya, do you know I can get this? He'll be like, yeah, you get this for $20 over here.
I could show you.
So like you just know the price of things off the top of your head.
Not the price.
He puts up a whole shopping cart thing off his phone and says, oh, yeah, that's $20.
Look up which stuff is on my phone.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Like you can scan stuff. That's neat.
Because they took away price scanners.
So at least you like working there. That's
Oh,
awesome.
I love it. It's the easiest, mind-numbing job you could ever have. And it's just the same thing every day.
Do you stock shelves? What do you do?
I've been pulling freight because it's Black Friday.
Ooh.
I've been pulling freight from the lawn and garden patio to the back. It gets really annoying when you're rounding a corner at high speeds and everything just falls off the tires.
Oh no.
One woman jolted in front of me with her shopping cart. I stopped and everything just fell down.
Oh no.
I had to pick everything up. She just sat there on the phone. I was like, thank you.
No thanks to you. Oh, do you still? I've noticed your hat. Do you still? What's up? Do you still have a thing against Canada?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Did I tell you I was going to Canada? Over the summer?
What is that thing?
Authentic Canadian maple syrup. Oh, excuse me.
I'm shaking the finger. That's not. Is that in French?
Yeah, they speak French as a second language in Canada.
I didn't know they put it on their label.
We went to Niagara Falls and went over across the border with our passports. And, see you, man. And that's another big thing too. If you want to put it into my hobby, I love to travel. I've been to almost all 50 states. Yes, and so whenever me and you would like talk, and you would be like, "Oh, North Dakota," or like something like I've been to so many different places, and so I love to connect with.
Sort of my daddy used to go to churches throughout the country. He has a story for every place.
That's awesome. Like for example, in the Dakotas, like apparently there's a corn palace that I've heard of. That's like a must see in the Midwest.
It looks weird.
You've been there?
No.
Have you seen pictures of it?
I've seen pictures of it. It's literally just corn. It's just a big brick of corn.
It is. It's a building made of corn.
I don't know how they did it.
I don't know. It's awesome. But like, been all the way out to California multiple times. We just went to Montana this 2 years ago. It's beautiful, beautiful out there. I would encourage you guys to travel. Whatever you do in life, make sure you save up enough money to go travel.
I think we're going to DC for my birthday.
Are you serious? I've got to give you, Kasai, I've got to give you a list. I'm gonna email something to you. So I planned a DC trip for my friend that was going, and I still have the list. Would you like it? So I lived in DC for 2 months. Not last year, but the year before. And so I literally did everything humanly possible, like to do in Washington DC, and it's still to this day I would say it's like my favorite city. Like there's so much to do and there's so much history. Like, how long do you guys plan on going for?
Birthday trip. I hope a week.
That would be awesome. I'm
I
gonna
want to try and get a tour of the White House.
You can do that. They just recently started doing that again, and they also recently opened up the Capitol building for tours again.
Oh, really?
So, whenever we went, the Supreme Court was still closed, but we got special access to go to this foundation I was a part of. And so we got to see the Supreme Court. We got to go into the chambers, like where they have the rulings and everything. Incredible. We got to meet Justice Amy Coney Barrett while we were there. And then when we went to the Capitol building, we got to meet Mitt Romney while he was there, the senator from Utah. And got a tour of that. We did not get to tour the White House. That was the only thing we didn't get to do. But we still went to go look at it and get pictures
I
of
would love
it.
to see Joe Biden like hustling around the White House.
I'm telling you, I mean, they're busy people. I mean,
What time is it, Mr. Richards?
what time is it? It is 3:49.
3:49?
Yes.
Thank you, Mr.
Hey,
Richards.
I'm going to share it with you. I'll just send it to your email.
Thank you.
It's like a list of things to do in DC.
Are you gonna get a photo, Kasai?
Do you want to take a photo?
Yes.
Do you want to take a photo? Here, let's move the TV here. We can get it with all the lights.
Oh yeah, that's amazing. I hope my bus doesn't leave. Oh, that's great.
Awesome.